Welcome everyone to a new episode of A-Series Rockets, the video series where a guy not qualified to build rockets builds rockets. I will be the first person to admit that the previous episodes weren't all that interesting. A lot of rants about radios not working, a lot of frustration about software. Well, today it all changes, because in this episode we will be shifting gears and we will look forward to a better time. A time where we'll look up to the skies and see the A1 fly past us in all of its semi-finished glory. Well, it will be finished by then, but one can dream. Anyways, today we shall be doing something more, let's just say, explosive. Water-propelled rockets usually only deliver thrust for about 2 seconds, and with the weight of the A1, those got to be the most energetic 2 seconds of its life. Enough talking, let's blow up some bottles.
The big question is, what are the plans for today? So, let's take a look. We have, first of all, a PET bottle. Just your average soda bottle that's been emptied and cleaned a bit. You can even still see some water droplets in it. And just something as simple as a bike pump with one change. It has like this pointy tip. And you may also have noticed the bottle has a hole on top. So what we can do is, and it's a bit hard to show with just one hand, so you can take this tip and you can put it into the bottle. It's really hard with one hand. Just like this. And then you would just use this part and start pumping air into the bottle. And as you can see, it is quite the fit, meaning that if you pump enough, the pressure in this bottle will start to build up until you can't put any more into it and it will just fly off. So we're going to be using this as a test, and then either at the end of this episode or the next one, we will convert the setup into like a PVC-ish sort of setup and have like a real system that we can test before putting it into the actual rockets. So that's what we're going to do.
We now know what our goal is, so I will just show you what happened. And you may or may not have expected this. It's not amazing. So now we know that this bottle isn't going to get us really far, but that's not really a problem, because we weren't going to use the bottle, we were going to put it in the rocket itself, and just use the walls of the rockets as a limit. But the thing is, you can get up to 6 bars into a PET bottle, and I think that's about how much I put in. You can get up to 20-25 bars into a PVC tube, which is almost 4 times as much. But we have a slight issue because it's still not a lot of pressure. So I hope that it's not going to be too bad and that we can actually take off, because you saw this bottle had really a lot of issues to keep itself floating up. And it doesn't weigh a lot. It's like it's really lightweight. Meanwhile, our rocket weighs a lot more. So this may cause a couple of issues. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to look up a formula to determine the pressure inside the bottle. I don't know how. Or maybe a sensor or something, we'll see. And then I think I'm going to get some supplies to test the PVC setup. But that may be for another episode, I don't know yet, we'll see.
3 days later.
I have just gotten some news from a friend. I can borrow his 3D printer, so my friend has a 3D printer, and he says he's not using it at the moment, so I can lend it for an unspecified amount of time. So that makes things a lot easier, because I went to my local hardware store and they didn't have what I was looking for. But knowing that I have a 3D printer at my disposal very, very soon, I can just 3D print those parts and see how they hold up. We might even just ditch the PVC and go for 3D printing entirely. Very well might, depending on the weight and the strength and such. So the plans have changed a bit. First of all, I am going to have to end this video because there's not really a lot we can do. And I will probably change my video cadence a bit to better reflect the amount of progress I'm actually hitting. So what I'm going to do basically is I'm going to work longer on videos and make them of higher quality where I do more, and overall have them planned out a bit more, because this project is getting a lot of slowdowns, and that's also because of the videos, because I have to edit these, I have to record these, and sometimes there's parts missing, I forget to record stuff, so I really want to have it all planned out. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end this video now, and I will see you all again in an unspecified amount of time. Hopefully when the videos get a bit better, a bit longer also, of higher value, and where we actually do some things. So this has been the Algorithm 476 signing off for today, and I will see you all another time. See ya.